The young man had been married for years and finally managed to get his wife pregnant. However, 13 months later, there was no sign of pregnancy. The villagers said his wife wasn't carrying a child, but he didn't believe it. Until one day, the snake keeper aunt called him aside. She asked him to think about when his wife got pregnant. When he thought about it, he remembered a big snake had crawled onto his bed that day. He hurried to drive it away without doing anything else. The next day, his wife was found to be pregnant, but he refused to admit it. The aunt warned him to be careful because there was a village legend. Once a snake fetus is carried, the snake demon will return to claim the wife during birth. No one, not even gods, could save him. At that moment, his wife called him home, interrupting their conversation. However, when he got home, he couldn't calm down. Who would believe that his wife had an affair, and with a snake no less? Just then, a foul smell hit him hard. He looked around and saw his wife bathing with a big snake. Shocked, he fell to the ground. His wife was confused, asking where the snake was. But suddenly, a snake crawled from the corner of the wall. Angrily, he grabbed a hoe to kill it. But his wife stopped him, saying no killing. Another foul smell came from her body. Only then did he begin to suspect his wife might have done something wrong. The next day, he went to the aunt again. The aunt immediately guessed that the big snake must have returned. She told him that the snake came back to wait for the birth of the snake fetus. Once the baby snakes were born, he would become their food. Then she took out a bottle and gave it to him. She said it was a special potion to control the snake. He had to give it to his wife before the blood moon. To his surprise, he immediately refused. He said no matter what his wife carried, he wanted her to give birth. The aunt pointed out that they hadn't gone to the hospital to check. How could he know what was in his wife's belly? At that moment, he began to feel conflicted. Just then, the villagers came to yell at him to send his wife away. They said she had destroyed all their livestock. He was stunned and followed the villagers to check. They found that the sheep in the pen were eaten to the bone. The villagers insisted his wife had done it. Before he could react, another woman came and said his chickens were all gone too. The villagers testified that they had seen her eating the chickens, her eyes glowing just like a snake's. At that moment, his wife felt sharp pain in her belly. The villagers, knowing the snake fetus legend, quickly ran away. Only the young man stayed, feeling sorry for her. His wife tearfully said she couldn't control it. It was the baby inside wanting meat. Thinking about what the villagers had said, he decided to take her to the city for an exam. But when his wife heard it, her face turned pale, and she pushed his hand away. She asked if he was starting to doubt the child in her belly. He quickly denied it. Seeing this, his wife said they wouldn't go to the hospital. Her cousin, a doctor from a medical family, had a clinic on the mountain, and they could give birth there. The young man was stunned, because there was a huge snake den on that mountain. Before he could think it through, his wife stood up. At this point, he didn't know what to do. But the aunt had said that every pregnant snake woman would give birth on the mountain. He would have to take it step by step. Soon, they arrived at the cousin's house. The smell was the same as his wife's foul odor from before. The cousin had prepared a table of good food, claiming it was a special meal for pregnant women. To his shock, he found the dish was a rat head. The cousin calmly said it was a mountain bamboo rat, full of nutrients. Then his wife grabbed a bamboo rat and ate it whole. He was so shocked he fell to the ground. His wife kept saying the baby wanted to eat, and she couldn't stop it. She helped him back to a chair. At this point, the cousin handed her a bottle, saying that after drinking it, the child would be safely born on the blood moon. The young man was immediately terrified. Wasn't this what the aunt had warned about, the blood moon childbirth? Was his wife intentionally bringing him to the mountain to make him a nutrient? Now, even if he wanted to leave, he couldn't. That night, his wife cheerfully drank the entire bottle. Immediately, her belly started to ache. Meanwhile, the moon was turning blood red. The young man wondered what was inside his wife's belly after 13 months, but the moon's redness kept increasing. The aunt's warning echoed in his mind. His wife, now in excruciating pain, weakly told him, if something happened to her, he must protect the child. He regretted doubting her after all she had done for their child. But as the moon turned almost completely red, he turned around and saw that his wife's belly was full of snakes. Only then did he realize it was all over.